I asked the question today, what is our deepest fear? It is, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we're powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. You ask yourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, fabulous, and talented? Well, I say unto you who you are not to be. You are a child of God. You are a child of God, my brothers and sisters, and you need to understand, playing small does not serve the world. There is no enlightenment in shrinking down that others may not feel insecure around you. We all are meant to shine as children do. And you need to understand that we've been born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. Yes, it's within us, in each and every one of us, not just some of us. And you see, when we let our own light shine, we cause others to give them the permission to do the same. When we let our own light shine, we are liberated from our own fear. And as we are liberated, our presence automatically allows others to do the same. I wanted to talk about this today because when I look in Black America, when I look in our United States of America today, I see so much paralyzed potential. I see folk that have gifts that are not using them. I see young people that have a mind, and it's a terrible thing to waste, but yet they're wasting it. Can I get a witness here? I look around at a society, and I know the way our economy is today, but I come to tell you, it won't be President Barack Obama that causes us to have salvation. It won't be President Barack Obama that will cause us to move from poverty to prosperity. It won't be President Barack Obama that will cause young black men and young black women to rise and be the people that they're going to be. But what it's going to take is not him up there. It's going to have to take a change in the pew. There has to be a change in the individual. You got to understand, no matter how much mercy is about, if you're not willing to change, if you're not willing to be who you're called to be, if you're not willing to stand up in your own home, I don't care how much freedom is out there, you can still be slaves if you have not decided some self-control. Can I get a witness here? And I want to talk about this Esther situation because the story is, now it's a strange book about Esther because it's only a few chapters. And this is a book, my brothers and sisters, that has the attributes of God. It has the feeling of God. It moves like God, but yet this is the only book in the Bible that does not mention God. Can I get a witness? You read it for yourself. We don't find the name of God, but we see God all through the book. And the story is that this is a rags to riches story about one young lady by the name of Esther. And Esther, she grew up as a Jew on the low side of town, if you will. Didn't have much. She lived with her cousin Mordecai and her father. And Esther was a Jew, and the Bible records that there came a time in the kingdom of King Ahasuerus where that he divorced his wife, and he was looking for a beautiful young lady to take her place. And they had called all the women up into the kingdom that were fair to look at and beautiful to see who would be the next queen of the land. Can I get a witness? And I want to tell you, Flavor Flav and For the Love of Ray J and The Bachelor and all of these other shows were not the first reality show about a woman trying to catch a man. Y'all come on and hear me here. You seen Flavor Flav and how they do any and everything to get the love of Flavor Flav. Can I get a witness here? They do any and everything. They scandalize one another. They put down one another. They talk about one another. All for the love of somebody else. Am I right about it? But this woman named Esther refused to be like everybody else. Can I get a witness here? The Bible records that when Esther went in and everybody else was adorning themselves in jewelry and bling bling and platinum and all of this, Esther, by the guidance of one Haggai, told her, you don't need all of that stuff. Can I get a witness here? Only thing you need is this little handmade necklace here. And so Esther told the other girls, listen here, you do you and I'ma do me. Come on and hear me here. Appreciate that, Reverend. I want to tell you today, my brothers and sisters, you don't have to be like everybody else. All you got to do is be the best you can be. And I come to tell you, if you will be you, that's enough. What God has put inside of you, what God has gifted you with, what you've been blessed with is enough. And if you figure that out, and you get in the place in which God have called you to get, if you figure that out and you get to the position that God have called you to get in, because Esther made it. Esther made it from rags to riches. And as we see Esther today, Esther is laying on satin sheets. Esther is in carts with prancing thoroughbreds. Esther is having everybody at her beck and call. But Esther had not always been like this.